Hello, I'm Yutaka Watanabe, a tax accountant. Welcome to Tax Accountant Nabe Solves Your Money Problems channel. Today, I'd like to talk about what is a tax treaty. I'd like to walk through the topic of tax treaties, which may sound a little complicated at first, but are actually incredibly important in making global business work. You may not hear about them often, but they are, in fact, a vital system supporting our economy lives. Let's think through this together until the end. First, imagine your company earns profits overseas. Where do you think those taxes should be paid? This becomes surprisingly complicated in international business. The question starts with which country has the right to tax the income. For example, country A, where the company's headquarters is located, may say, those are our company's profits, so no matter where they are earned, taxes should be paid here. But country B, where the products were sold, may say, wait a minute, the profits were generated in our country, so taxes should be paid here. Both countries claim the right to tax the same income, and because both positions have logic, it becomes a very difficult issue. What happens then? The same income may be taxed by two countries. That is called double taxation. As the name suggests, it means the same profit is taxed twice. For international business, this can become a major obstacle. Imagine if there were no rules to prevent this. Every time a business expanded abroad, taxes could effectively double. Costs would rise, complexity would explode, and companies might stop investing overseas altogether. That would become a huge barrier to global investment and business activity, and ultimately could shrink the international economy itself. So, how is this problem prevented? The answer is that countries make formal legal promises to one another, almost like a legal handshake. This is what a tax treaty is. A tax treaty is a formal legal agreement between governments. For example, this type of income may be taxed by country A, while another category of income may be taxed by country B. The rules are clearly defined in advance. By determining which country can tax which income, ambiguity is removed. There are two major purposes of tax treaties. First, eliminating double taxation. Second, equally important, preventing tax evasion. In other words, tax treaties are designed not only to prevent income from being taxed twice, but also to prevent people from abusing gaps in the rules so that they pay tax nowhere. These two purposes go hand in hand, like two wheels of a car. Both are necessary for a fair and healthy international tax system. Now, you can probably see what tax treaties are, but why are they so important in the real world? Because They make international transactions smoother. They reduce friction in cross-border business by providing a rulebook everyone can rely on. For companies, this creates tremendous peace of mind. They know where tax responsibilities rise, and because of the certainty, companies can invest overseas with confidence, and cross-border investment becomes more active. That sense of certainty is a major driving force behind international business. Rules create confidence, and confidence creates economy activity. At a border level, tax treaties are like lubricant for the machinery of the global economy. Because this lubricant exists, the gears of international business can turn smoothly rather than grind against each other. It may be invisible in everyday life, but it is indispensable. Without tax treaties, global economy activity could quickly become unstable. That is how important they are. So let me leave you with this question. The globally connected economy we take for granted rests on many individual rules like the ones we discussed today. If the rule called a tax treaty suddenly disappeared, what do you think would happen to our society? Today, I spoke on the theme, what is a tax treaty? For international taxation topics, please also visit the website of Yutaka Watanabe, Tax Accountant Office. I'll continue sharing contents about money, so please subscribe to Tax Accountant Nabe Solves Your Money Problems channel.